Actually, I had a company send me a laser engraver. What is up, Fabrication Nation? So, not a typical you need this tool video. Let me explain. So I had this company, xTool, hit me up and said that they had a laser engraver. Now typically I'd kind of just ignore emails like that. I mean, I probably get hundreds of emails from companies wanting me to put their tool, whatever, on my channel, and I really ignore them. Let me show you. I mean, look. So I made like a special folder that was just titled sponsored videos, and the ones that are dark like that are ones I haven't even opened. I mean, it's so bad that I actually quit putting them in the folder. I just delete them now. But anyway, this one caught my interest because, I mean, who doesn't want a laser engraver? This one even comes with a rotary tool. So it's got like a little rotary deal. I guess you can put cups on there and laser engrave stainless cups. I haven't even broke that out yet. So I think what I want to do on this video is not necessarily do a you need this tool, but more of like a review, like my first tool review video, official, because I've never used this thing. I don't know what kind of condition it is. We're gonna run through its paces. I'm gonna kind of give you an idea of what I feel. I'll like give you some like 1 to 10 rankings. We'll do like quality of materials, ease of use, and finished product quality. Now I will say I've already fired this thing up and did a little test print on some wood. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, man, this thing looks pretty legit, but let's play with it some more. So let's start off with the quality of product. And like, I have no affiliation with these people whatsoever other than the fact that they sent me this thing for free. But I mean, I told them before they sent it, I was like, I'll do a review video, but you may not like the review. So anyway, let's look at the quality of the product itself. So I actually think it's pretty good quality. It's all extruded aluminum, pretty solid. Everything was kind of screwed together with these little countersink screws, and they weren't skimpy on them. So there's several screws throughout this thing. It's just your typical cogged drive. It's got 2 motors, so it's got one servo motor here and one right here. And then, you know, I don't know, it just feels pretty good quality. Like, obviously I haven't used it enough to see what's gonna last. The one thing I will say that they kind of skimped on is the ribbon cable and like the tracking system for it. So, I mean, this stuff just kind of lays down in here. Same thing with up here. I mean, I guess it's all right with the laser because it goes so slow, and you'll see in a second, this thing doesn't move that fast. if I'm gonna rank the way that it feels to me, I mean, obviously I haven't used it for years, but just based on how it felt coming out of the box and how it went together, I'm gonna give it probably like maybe an 8 as far as quality of materials that it's made out of. Ease of use. So that would include like how easy it was to put together and then how easy it was to actually start laser engraving. So this thing was pretty easy. I mean, really the instructions were basically just pictures. I didn't really read much. So like, number 1, there's no words. Just tells you what to do. Number 2, still no words. Number 3 up, we got one little sentence. Ensure that you align the power switch, power port, and data cable. So I mean, really easy, self-explanatory. I mean, there wasn't that many steps. I think there's like 12, 13, 14. I mean, it was legit easy. And when I say 16 steps, like one step's like plug in the cable. Plug in this cable. So, I mean, so 19 total steps and you're done. And then you just go to support.xtool.com and that just brings you to this page here. And you can download some software right from this thing, which is, let's see, this Laser Box Basic. And that's it. Just import a picture. It automatically does the settings for you over here based on what the material is. Yeah, I mean, it was super simple. Maybe total, I might have, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in the unboxing to the time that I engraved something. So let's do some other stuff. So it comes with some sample materials. Got some leather, got some painted, well, I was gonna say painted steel, but I feel like plastic. And then it actually comes with some stainless, a little dog tag. So let's pull up something else and give it another shot, and you can kind of see this thing working. Let's see here, let's find something good, maybe. Import. So that was what I just did. So this is just some images I have of some art that I want to actually do in the shop. So it's a good little test. Let's see if there's anything else in here. See what this looks like. Dream or die. So if I had one complaint, the only complaint I'd have is that it has it in millimeters. I haven't figured out how to change that into inches, which would be nice. I'm having to do the conversion on everything. Leather. So up here, materials, I don't know if you can see that. We're gonna choose leather. Automatically sets power to 50%, speed. Yeah, so now we just gotta figure out how big this is. So it's like 1.5 inches, which is gonna be, let me pull my phone out. So that's 38 millimeters. So let's come over here, put in 38. There's a way to zoom in. So now on this deal, we're gonna find the center of this thing where we want it, because it'll let you align the laser. So let me take a quick measurement and see. So I don't know if you can see it, but on this little thing I put a little dot right there in the center, and then you just line that dot up with these crosshairs. You know what, I wonder if I need to. Make it flatter, there we go. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so then we come over here. Start. And then I guess it gives you a preview of what it's gonna look like, and then you basically take this blue dot and you just put it where at in relation. So I want right in the center because that's where I made my little mark. And it's got a framing. So I think it just follows around the where that thing's gonna be. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Let me put on my laser glasses. These things are rad, huh? I'm gonna start wearing these things out. Now I told you it was slow, which is maybe that's why the ribbon cables don't have to necessarily be in tracks and all fancy, because it ain't going nowhere. But it's doing the work. It says 5 minutes. It's gonna take 5 minutes for it to do that one little piece. So this, it was saying that it was gonna take 10 minutes. I think it's pretty rad. I'm not sure I ever gave a rating for ease of use. So I'm gonna say probably like, it's gotta be like an 8 or a 9, I would think. I mean, I didn't read any instructions. I just screwed everything together. They give you the tools that you need. Didn't have to use any of my own tools. Fired it up, and I mean, I ain't messed anything up yet. I would say that's pretty easy. So far, so good. Pretty nice. Not very centered. I didn't do a very good job centering it. But yeah, man. Let's see how much detail it lost. So it didn't get. It doesn't look like it got a bunch of this little stuff around the edge. Let's see if we can. Kind of just burnt it. Now there is a sharpness. Sharpness is only at 50%, so I don't know, maybe that would have helped. Alright, let's try a KillFab logo on some steel. So that's just the South Carolina bottle opener I made. Let's see what that'll do. It's actually slightly warm, which, I mean, makes sense. I'm shooting a laser at it. Looks pretty dope. Well, I think it's going to be like a high rank on the finished product too. I ain't got no complaints. I don't see any issues. It's a little bit slow. So like I said, this was like 10 minutes. I think it said 5 minutes for that. And then this probably took, I don't know, 10 or 11 minutes. So I mean, it's not going to be like a high production deal. I wouldn't think if you were trying to make some money, doing Yeti cups, I mean, you couldn't do that many. You'd have to charge a lot to make it worthwhile. That being said, I just looked up the price on this bad boy, and it's like 900 bucks. So it's not the cheapest thing either. So yeah. So I give it final product. No complaints, like I said. I would say it's definitely like a 9, 8, 9, 8.5, 9. No issues really. I mean, I just can't give it a 10. Pricing would probably kill a little bit for me. It's a little bit high. I think if it was like 500 or 600 bucks, I could see it being, I don't know, I guess it really depends on what you're doing. You know, if you want to like do the top of laptops or something, engrave them, I mean, you could do that kind of stuff. So, still have the rotary to review or to open up. Not going to do it in this video. I'll probably break this thing out, kind of play with it a little bit, make sure I know what the heck I'm doing. And then I'll be sure to include it in another video down the road. Maybe not a dedicated video on this thing, but maybe in something else I'm doing. So anyway, there you go, the xTool. Fun to play with, man. I'm gonna make so much crap with this thing that I don't need. It's gonna be, who knows what, I mean, it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna have shit everywhere. So anyway, as always, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys more this week. Go do work, son.